I spent 1 month developing this cookie recipe. And if you decide to make these, nobody, I mean absolutely nobody, is going to believe you. This is everything you can want from a cookie and more. The original crispy edges with soft center, a citrusy cookie stuffed with a homemade blueberry compote and rolled in a crunchy lemon sugar coating. We're making vegan lemon blueberry cookies. I gotta tell you what you're gonna need. Fresh blueberries, lemons, plant butter, brown sugar, organic cane sugar, plain vegan yogurt, all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla extract, almond extract, and salt. Okay, we're gonna start here with our lemons. You'll need a small bowl and a zester and a juicer, and obviously the lemons. We're gonna zest both lemons into the bowl and keep going to get every bit of lemon zest off of these things. Zest is where the most concentrated lemon flavor lives, way more than the juice. And today, we're gonna be using it in multiple places. Therefore, your lemon, instead of yellow, should look white when you're done with it. Set this aside, cut the lemon in half, and juice them into a spare small bowl. We're gonna keep them separate, but close, as we'll need them to go into different places on our cookie dough. Hey guys, real quick, before we jump back into the video, I wanted to say a massive thank you for all the support you have shown this channel and my website, makeitdairyfree.com. This community, seriously second to none. Because of your support, I wanted to create a way for you to get an even better experience on my website. It's called, wait for it, the Seed Squad. Okay, let me get a grip. It's completely optional monthly membership that unlocks 100% free ad experience on the website, makeitdairyfree.com. If you love what I do and you want an extra way to support us, this is just one way on how you could do it, but absolutely no pressure. I'm simply just grateful for having you here. If you find you want to join and support us in a different way, the link's in the description. From here, we're gonna move ahead to the stove to make our blueberry compote. In a small saucepan over medium heat, add your blueberries, some sugar, and a splash of lemon juice. As this heats up, you're going to stir constantly and press the blueberries against the side of the pan to release all their juices. What we're going for is a thick, jammy, and deeply purple kind of thing. Pretty much what you see here. When it starts to look like it's no longer running away from your spatula, you're pretty much there. Remove the compote from the heat and add it to a bowl. From here, we're gonna place that bowl in a refrigerator. The idea, we want this fully chilled before it goes anywhere near the cookie dough. So get it in the fridge for now, and we're gonna move on with the rest of the recipe. All right, while that's cooling off, let's work on our lemon sugar coating. Grab another small bowl. Mine's already has sugar in it. You know, I wanna admit that this part it's kind of off script. I originally planned to only use the 2 lemons that we zested in the very beginning, but this lemon sugar coating idea just hit me in the middle of all of this. And the fact that I wanted this cookie to be, you know, lemon blueberry, not just like blueberry cookies with like a hint of lemon. You know what I mean? So I grabbed another lemon and yeah, you do the same. You know the saying. When life throws you an idea, you make lemon sugar coating or something like that. Go ahead and zest the 3rd lemon directly into the sugar bowl. From here, using the fingertips to squeeze and rub the lemon zest into the sugar. You're not just mixing here, you're actually pressing the oils from the lemon zest into the sugar granules, which makes the coating so fragrant. So keep working until it looks slightly damp and smells incredible. Then set it aside. All right, onto the dough. In a large bowl, add your plant butter, brown sugar, and cane sugar. So real quick, before we mix, you need a hand mixer for this one. If you're thinking about just throwing this all into a blender or a food processor and hitting go, don't. And you might be looking at me crazy, But somebody's thinking it. I run a food website. I've had this question asked before. Use the hand mixer to cream the butter and sugars together. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes until light and fluffy. Keep in mind, you actually want to take your time. That light and fluffy texture, this is what's going to give those cookies their structure and lift. So, if it still looks heavy, keep going. I like cookies a lot, so it's really hard to be patient. So if I can do it, I know you can. Add in your vegan yogurt, lemon zest, lemon juice, vanilla extract, and almond extract. And from here, we're going to mix again until fully incorporated. On to our next steps. We're gonna add in the rest of our dry ingredients, starting with flour, cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And this next step right here is important. Put the mixer down, grab a spatula, and fold these ingredients together. I actually reached for my mixer out of habit right here. I quickly realized the dough was super thick and remembered why this is a bad idea. Using a mixer now is going to overdevelop the gluten in the flour, basically just tightening things up, giving you a tough, dense cookie. That's the long way of saying overmixing. And no, not the good kind, like they're a tough cookie. It's not the time for that. With those ingredients folded in, now add fresh blueberries into the bowl. And again, fold them in gently without pressing down. I'm gonna keep it on screen here, but I want you to fold and kind of like fold and swipe. Like, don't fold and press. We're trying to avoid the completely tinted dough look. You know, that purple dough that looks like that dinosaur from back in the day. We want, when someone bites, there's a fresh blueberry pop, along with all the other melded ingredients just working together. Now that everything is combined, grab a baking tray and line it with parchment paper. And don't forget to bring back your blueberry compote. Scoop a portion of the dough, release it in your palm, flatten it out to create a small well in the center. I'm using an ice cream scoop for consistency and sizes. Now add about 1 to 2 teaspoons of blueberry compote into the dough. From here, close the dough around the compote, just like this. Then finish rolling it into a ball. Sometimes the compote, when I closed up the dough ball, it would get on my hands, like my fingertips. And of course I would have these like Smurf hands. So watch this. Like a kid who picked his nose, I wiped my finger on the cookie dough. Nose picking, eating food. Probably not the best analogy, but you know what I was talking about. Anyway, my point here is that wipe your dirty hands on the dough. It works out. I promise, just trust me. The cookies might not look perfect in this stage, and that's completely fine. As the compote bleeds out through the dough slightly, you'll actually get these beautiful streaks of purple running through each cookie. Or at least that's what it looks like when you wipe your hands on the cookie dough. Keep going with the rest of your cookies, placing each one onto the baking tray. And then we're gonna be patient one more time by transferring this to the refrigerator to chill for about 1 to 2 hours. And honestly, 2 hours is the preferred time frame. I know it's tempting to just toss these guys into the oven, but if we do, madness is going to happen. The dough will spread, the compote will leak out, the tears of sadness will start to pour from your eyeballs, and you will mourn what is now a blueberry pancake that you cannot come back from. So just wait, and you know what I mean? Just wait, and everything is good again. It's all sunshine and rainbows, and cookies and cookies. Once these are chilled, remove the cookies from the refrigerator. Bring closer your lemon sugar coating and roll each cookie into the coating until it's fully covered. The sugar coating is going to crisp up slightly in the oven. It's gonna give you this thin, delicate shell on the outside, which perfectly contrasts that soft, jammy center. All right, let's move these to the oven. You're gonna bake it for about 14 to 17 minutes. And here we go. This is the type of cookie that needs not only not an introduction, but not even an outro. The sheer presence speaks for itself. This full recipe can be found linked in the description, or head right on over to my website. makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is the new favorite cookie in the household, and I hope you give it a try. I appreciate you, I love you, and until next time, believe in good. Peace.